Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully Enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, we'll take few minutes to understand how this meditation can help for us to develop our inner awareness. So, when it comes to this practice, the main purpose is cultivating our awareness. So for that, there is a process. We have to go step by step. So in the beginning, it starts with the environment. So before you start to practice, you have to find a very suitable place for that. If you are capable to settle down anywhere, it is okay. But if you practice yourself little by little, if you don't have any kind of like a solid, the base yourself mentally and how to settle down with the tranquility state, the environment is important. So once you have the environment and you're sitting, in the beginning, you have to practice your sitting. And sometimes if you can do a little bit stretching before you sit, and that is important. And do some exercise a little bit. And drink enough water. Taking enough rest. Those are very important. You can't just deal with only the mind. The mind depends on this all. And then the body. Take care of your body and keep it clean. If you can take a shower before you start meditation, like half an hour before, so like that, it will help for you. And the cloth. And don't just sit for meditation wearing the same cloth like the whole day, whatever you used to wear. For meditation, have a certain cloth for yourself. And when you sit for meditation, wear it. It brings a kind of like a very good mental comfort to yourself. So that physical preparation create a mental background in you. Because mind depends on this all. And once you sit, so before you sit, there are a few things you have to remember. You have to study yourself. So you should know what is the meditation technique and how you practice it. So that's why we bring this information. So once you sit, The most important thing is the relaxing the body. Not to resist with your own body, just to be friendly and relaxing. Let everything to settle down. Relaxing is a skill. And some people can't do it. They don't know that. And sometimes we think, oh, I can relax. But it takes time to understand what is this relaxing. And sometimes, and even from the beginning myself, and I didn't know, but when I start to practice Aikido with the master, that the master always tells us, okay, relax, relax. So then I thought, I'm relaxing. But still sometimes he hit my hand or the head and telling, relax. So then I start to get in. Then I understood that beyond that what I thought, that the physically, that you can go little bit more deeper. And sometimes maybe you have experience when you go to the dentist. And sometimes you open the mouth and keep, and maybe you hold the face muscles, the jaw, this everything get tight. And then sometimes the doctor says, relax. And maybe we think, oh, I am relaxing, but still this everything tight. So this relaxing is a art. So you have to learn it. So for that, that's why the physically, practicing things is important. Just remember, you can't just you can't do this with only the thoughts. So the physical body is so important. So relaxing, when you sit, even before we get into the primary mental object or the meditation technique, or another way we call the nimitta, that just try to settle down with the posture. Maybe no need any primary mental object. Just you bring the attention to the body and you completely hold and experience the posture. Upright posture. Back straight, neck, head straight. And then bring your awareness and see how the body feel it. Those are little things that are very important that bring the end result, take you to the end result. It's kind of like you go for a long journey, driving your vehicle, and maybe you pick little things, because otherwise that little things by the time start to give you a little trouble, and then that start to bring another deep trouble, another one. Then by the time you can't end the journey. So those are physically you have to prepare. So relaxing, get settled down with the body. And once you settle down, it's just not the posture. You have to find the balance. Because once you get the balance, what happened? The effort not going to be there anymore. Then the mind become relaxed. So if the mind always keep the balance and have the energy to keep the balance, then what will happen? Your awareness not going to become sharp. So then always remember, find the balance. It's not the same way that you think. So then you have to try certain way, and sometimes in the beginning. And once you keep your awareness, your body straight, and sometimes to catch the sensation is a very important. It's a very tricky. So then what you need to do, and you have to find the right alignments, and moving maybe your body, upper body back and forth, and maybe your head up and down, and try to find the perfect balance. So then you see in certain posture, the certain way that you hold your body, bring different kind of that the feelings. So that itself is part of the self-awareness, because now you recognize in your own body and its behavior, its character. And once you have it, now you are relaxed and now you have the balance. So remember the steps: relax and balance. And then now your mind, now you go to the primary mental object. You select the primary mental object, and then your awareness already there. Remember that. It's, you don't need to bring something from outside. It's already there. Only thing is, it's in different places. So what you need to do now, you have to collect that all the awareness together. It's called the collective awareness. You bring your all thoughts to one place. So for that, you need the attention, you need the effort, you need some kind of strength in you. And you have to have the certain energy to do that. So it's your sensation of your inhalation, exhalation is the primary mental object. So then bring that all the collective awareness, be with it. That's the third step. And once you settle down there, maybe the scattered mind go here and there, bring it back again and again, gently, and have a very friendly attitude. So then, that is not enough then. So now you settle down there, and then you have to reflect on it. Otherwise, just settle down there. Then by the time what will happen, you go to the very sleepy mood. The lethargic energy start to overtake, because it is in our body. So you have to get out of it. How you can get out of it? Reflect on again and again the primary mental object. Relaxing, balancing, developing collective awareness, and reflect on it. So now you get into the method that once you have this, your body, your mind, your breathing start to come together. So this is the level of tranquility state. So those are the qualities: relaxing, balancing, collective awareness, and reflect on it. So once you have this developed, the very next step, when you go into the Vipassana level, you have to use this all the four methods together, not one by one. So how about the balancing, relaxing, collective awareness, and reflect on it? All four things you bring together, work as one. So that is the very method of refining your awareness. So when you do it, these all four things together, what happened? The refining system, the awareness become more and more and more sharp and clear. So then now you're ready to shift to the Vipassana. So what is Vipassana? Vipassana means whatever the primary mental object or any sensation, so whatever there is, especially with your body, not the out. There are two Vipassanas, outside, inside. But first, we can't tell it is exactly, it should be first or the second like that. Because sometimes some people understand things from outside and apply it to inside. Some people understand and experience it inside and then apply it to outside. So there are two ways of Vipassana you can practice. So Vipassana is mean thoroughly, deeply recognizing. And the other thing is, rather than going away from it, go towards it. So that is a mental attitude. So especially that you come to the body, that this who you are, the self, the mind, thoughts, feelings, sensation, emotions. So whatever is available there, whatever in the moment you experience, you into it and observe deeply, thoroughly to recognize what is the reality of it. You don't bring any dogmas or the mental ideas or the believings, but you observe without interfering to it and recognize what is the reality of that experience. What it is. It's a kind of like a very radical way of observation. And it's about the reasoning and developing very, very logical understanding with your experience. It's nothing to do with whatever outside things. It's not about arguing about others. So once it comes to that, what will happen? You recognize that what you experience is not really, you can experience as something separately, or you can't experience anything as independent entity. So there is a very famous logical example for this, for the Vipassana. So your nose in front of you, that is the even before your eyes, before your mouth, your nose is in front of you. So bring your attention and see what is nose. Just very simple example. In the beginning, now you know when you see the mirror or when you touch, you recognize, oh, this is nose, or you have it. You know, no one can say you don't have it. So you have it and it is in front of you. It is not in your back. So you can touch it. You know, when the smell comes, you know you have a face and you have no doubt. For sure you have it. You no need to touch and see it. So now you know what is the nose. But in the Vipassana, bring your attention to nose and see what it is. Then what will happen? The shape or the pattern that you hold as nose and the character you have in your mind as your nose, identity, the shape as the nose that you hold in your mind will disappear. Why? Because there is no such a separate independent entity as nose. So once you start to observe what will happen, it becomes shapeless, formless. That is the very reality of everything. So you have the ear. So bring your attention and go into the ear and observe what is the ear. Without sound, you will not experience the ear. And your eye. And focus your mind to the eye and observe it. And even the physical eye. It's okay, take it as the physical eye. And observe it as any shape, that what you can get, you can't get any independent, separated entity as this is I. So the tongue or the mouth, the whole experience, this upper body, focus it to and see what this is. What is tongue? And go into it and experience. And once you go into that, whatever the shape or the form that you hold as tongue going to disappear. Why it disappear? Because there is no such a thing exactly exist as reality. That's why it disappears. Because otherwise, you will find it. So the same thing with the body. Now the larger, area you can observe. So go into that and observe it. And then you will see, even though we take this form, this body as a shape and the form we develop and as an idea, once you start to observe and look into it, and you don't recognize it, it disappears. And you go into something, you go into something, you go into something. And then in a certain level, by the time what happens, so it has a power, go beyond even this material, then finally it becomes energy. It's anymore not material. When you observe it very undisturbed mind and vigorously, thoroughly, deeply, you recognize it is a certain kind of behavior happening as a result of cause and effect from the certain kind of energy. And that energy is finally that we can get into heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. That is the end. But once you get into that energy level, what happened? You recognize something else. And now you go beyond the physical level. That is why in the science, you will never find this mechanism. There is no way, because beyond the energy, by mind, there is a way that you can catch something. Because by machines, you can't catch it. You need the very conscious, clear mind to get it. What is that? That means you are in this very moment, you're happening related to the karma. So why we born like this? It is not by mistake. There is a reason behind this. How you exist today like this, there is a reason behind your moment. So that is what we call the karma. So then we born as a result of karma and we exist as a result of karma. That is the final level of this material. And then how the karma manifests. So if you don't see it happen as a result of karma, how you can understand how the karma happens? Because you don't even know there is a karma behind this. You think, oh, it happened. Oh, it happened according to the cause and effect. Then it becomes kind of like a very material. So if this everything material, why this is not going to end? How this becoming happens? So then the karma related to the intention or the mind or the desire. Now you recognize the reason. It is not something from outside. It is not even happen automatically. It's not happened by mistake. Now you recognize this everything happened as a result of karma. And the karma doesn't mean that unchangeable, some kind of power keep holding you. No, the karma itself means cause and effect. That is karma, not the good karma or bad karma. No, the good and bad going to become according to the intention. But whatever come out of this method we call as the karma, the causality, dependent origination. That's why this happens. So now you see, though this moment happened as a result of karma. And so that karma related to our intention. So intention hold by the desires. From where the desires come? Desires come from our memory. So then you recognize the solution. How the becoming happened because of the karma, and the karma means that the follow the intention. So the intention happened as a result of repetition. Repetition, not something outside. Repetition is your own inner calling, your inner desires, your inner thoughts, which we call the sanskara or the cankers or the memory. So that kind of things. So then you come to understand also what is the solution then? That is where you start to recognize how you can live without memory. So that is your present moment. So once you understand this, once you experience it yourself, you recognize the power of the present moment. Because the power of present moment means your present moment not depend on karma. It's not create any kind of karma. It's not related to the kind of like that outside things. The present moment you experience, but when it comes to that you're inside, if you go with your habitual pattern, that means the perceiver, depend on the past, what will happen, you're going to create karma. Why? Because it depends on the desire. So now you come to the point, rather than depending on your past, you start to follow the necessary actions according to the present moment. So when it comes to that, according to the present moment, so whatever you have to do, you do it. So that is a very basic level of understanding how you can get out of your past or the karma and act appropriately. Do the right things according to necessary environment and follow the moment of happening, not your memory. Again and again, when you develop this method, what happens? By the time you are this power of memory, the power of mental formations start to become more and more and more weaker. Why? Because now you move into the present moment and you take decisions not based on memory, but according to the moment. So then in a certain level, you come to direct perception. And once you have the direct perception and your mind and the body and the environment, that everything come to the moment to experience. So once you develop that, in a certain level, your awareness become more sharper and clear, and your experience become more sharper and clear. And out of that, your misunderstanding going to change. It's not going to happen. And you recognize things as it is. So one should develop that, and you are capable to act according to necessary environment, and you are capable to perform your bodily, verbally, mentally actions according to how things come to be as they are. Once you have that wisdom, you know from that point how to deal with your mind and your life. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck it straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body. Scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Remember the steps. Relax, balance, collective awareness, and reflect it again and again. And develop the refining method. So in the beginning, deeply and gently breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation. And let everything to settle down. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this with clear intention. Mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjissami Idang me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu Bliss.